So I normally do a fairly dry kind of analytic writing that's so dull I thought you might hurt me if I tried to do any of it here. So I'm actually just going to read a couple of things that are kind of thematically linked to some stuff that's already been discussed. One of these stories actually tells, I don't know that she's heard this before, of the only time I've ever cheated on my girlfriend. So, abs. Tough way to find out, I'm sorry. This is called 5'9" from Palestine. This morning, I was stopped by an older schizophrenic woman who was trying on wigs she'd found on the sidewalk near my house. Her eyes had a felicitous spark. She posed as I approached, smiling at me, her layered, filthy clothes making an indistinct shape of her form. Unprompted, she asked me for my dog's names. When I introduced Bayou, she explained that she too was from the Bayou. I added that I was from New Orleans, and she said that she was also from New Orleans. When I introduced 5, she complained that her favorite number was 9, and I felt guilty. It was an important element, she added, in the lyrics to a song that she was working on for a film. 5'9", eyes that shine from Palestine. He's Jesus. She danced as she performed, and it was a catchy melody. I didn't have to force my smile, although the speed with which her successive questions followed my answers made me wonder how I was going to make my way home. She asked me if I'd play Jesus, and I said I could not. And she then asked me, which way do you swing? I mentioned, feeling oddly as though I were doing so too late, that I had a girlfriend who was in fact upstairs in my house at that very moment. Oh, fuck off then, she said, smiling, glowing. I just got married last night. Just married. I'm married. How wonderful, I said. I didn't know in context if this was idiotic or appropriate, but it was an effort. I'm pregnant now, thanks to it, she continued, coming in very close. I have 5 little babies in me. 5. His name is 7. What do you call it when you have 5 babies? Quintuplets, I think. Then, since I assumed she'd be dealing with the babies for many months, I added, some people just call them quints. Quints! How old do you think I am? I won't tease you. I'm 50. She looked much younger, and I told her so. Why, thank you, she exclaimed, and she darted in to kiss me on the cheek, quickly saying, goodbye, I'll be seeing you, goodbye, Bayou, goodbye, 5, I have to feed the quints. And off she went, wig and hat and bags in hand, looking over her shoulder at us, smiling, eyes bright. Woo! And I think that was about a minute, so I'm going to do one more. Again, the big theme, all I actually write about is crazy people in San Francisco. This is called, It Doesn't Matter If They Say They Like You. What is predatory about writing is observing, crouched to pounce the lives of others and waiting for the flash of weakness or sorrow, sentiment like sinew that exposes what moves and pulls, tragedy like torn flesh sure to seduce, salivate at scintillating sorrows. Now this old black pair, her hair happenstance hanging like moss from a dead tree, an unwilled mess that yet lives, his cigarette aged with him, crinkled paper filter of some old forgotten brand, his skin the crinkled paper of an old forgotten man. She says, drunk in the morning, her voice high and plaintive, that sickly sweetness a woman feigns to sound like a girl when it gives advantage. Oh, they said it was all right. They liked me at that hotel. The man is worn out with her and with everything, all life's promises and assurances having come to nothing, to impoverished old age and vagrancy, when he's richer in experience than nearly all who live, the young pink fools in their homes and on their phones. It angers him that she still thinks that things work out, and it is even more ludicrous and intolerable to him that she, decrepit and skeletal, in the words reserved for the suffering, shuffling and ambling, imagines that her revolting pantomime of coquettish charms will affect anyone's heart but his. If you don't pay money you owe, it don't matter one goddamn bit if they say they like you. They like money. Shit! As they walk away, I scan their clothes for more to tell you. I lick my chops. Her ashy feet collapse atop her heels in filthy slippers, and his trousers billow about spindly legs, muscle atrophied and then lost to time like everything else. I can't hear them anymore, but I never really listened anyway. I just watched for my chance to gorge on their pitiful, exemplary universal condition, their unloving loving and their living dying. And now I'm full. Thanks.